There we go. Now it should be working. Hello, Rand. You caught that at about the same time I went, wait, is the mic actually working? Yeah, the mic wasn't... The mic was set up to default device, which is not a microphone. For whatever reason. The default device is not a microphone. I don't know what it is. Let's actually see. What all is in here? Hello, Tran. No, it should be. It should have been the webcam's microphone that it was defaulting to. No, I know what it was defaulting to. It was defaulting to the Elgato sound capture, which doesn't do anything because I don't have it set up currently. So why is Restream again have sound? I don't know. Yeah, I'm up for just about anything. I'm still going to be practicing with weapons I'm kind of bad with. Also, if I'm looking this way, that's where my TV is. Also, it's nice to see my chat is finally showing up on screen again. Oh, League is Clam Blitz. Is it really Clam Blitz? Are you really dragging me into this? That's what I get for saying I'd do it before I saw the news. Hello, Robotic. Oh, I forgot to do my spins. Oh, I forgot to do the spins. Gotta do spins. This is gonna look awkward. But is Restream bot broke? I honestly can't tell. I also don't have my Streamlabs pulled over to the point where I can see the Twitch chat. There we go. Ah, jeez. Because the Dynamo's fun? Yeah, Restream bot is showing up on Twitch. Doing spins. Doing spins. That's still not quite what I'm after, but it's fine. I can work with this. I'm probably going to be sniping anyway, so it's fine. Why did I agree to doing League before I saw what it was? But I'll still do it. I agreed to doing it. I will be a man of my word. Where is... Yeah, I'll grab this one. You know, I'm just gonna wear my OG outfit because I still have no clue what to use for sniping. And that run speed kind of helps at times. Hello, Mar. Do a pair. If anyone else wants to suffer along, I'll switch to... I will switch to, quads. Yeah, everything's set up. Boys. I think everyone hits that point eventually, Mar. Also, I want to note, because I can lift this up high enough. This freaking keyboard is the most awkward thing I have ever dealt with. I don't even know if it was overly visible, because my monitor is not very bright. The keys have such a separation between them. I can basically fit the tip of my finger between each key. It is so hard to type on. I've just yet to get around to plugging my normal one in. I honestly thought I had an extra hour before the stream started. My clock was set to Eastern, and I didn't realize it. Thankfully, Robotic pointed out to me that it was indeed nearly stream time. Also, AI, happy birthday. It's still technically your birthday on my end. Also, if Anissa hasn't said it already, she told me to tell you happy birthday as well. If I would have known that my desktop would have been here, I would have had time to build some decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I would have built a goofy Phantom Knight deck. Just duel with goofy Phantom Knights. See, it's great being sick on your birthday, because then you have even more of an excuse to lie around and not do anything. I haven't yet. I planned on it, I just didn't get around to it. I have no idea how I should be playing. I'm sniping and it's Clam Blitz. Darn it! It's gonna take me a game or two to even get back into the rhythm of sniping, and I know it. Take to being disrupted, Hydra! You guys will get to see how I normally play Splatoon. Because this is basically my normal setup now, instead of the laptop setup where I just moved my TV behind the laptop screen. Which is arguably why it was working in a lot of ways better. Ow. Because I could, you know, glance at the chat a lot easier. Also, I apologize if the camera is a little dark. I can't do much about that. I don't really have any lights. I do have an extra lamp, though. I could probably set that up over here somehow. I also can't guarantee I will always have this webcam, because it is my sister's webcam. So if she ever wants it for anything, then, you know. It goes back to her. Ow. Darn it. Why am I overextending so much? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. I'm not sure we'd have enough for a 4. Because I don't know if AI would want to play. Or even could play. Oh, I'm so bad at this. got left behind. No! That was so close. A lot of my viewers are pretty young. Especially when you compare them to me. No. Yeah, we lose. Well, maybe. Yeah, I could understand that. You're gonna need a stronger password then. Like, my advice, like, if your school does anything like mine did, take your student ID and turn that into your password. Because it's a number you're probably gonna need to remember anyway. You say that one was your bad, Ran. I had 4 kills. You had 8. That was me being a bad sniper. Yeah, we can try setting up a quad. Because I did just get a friend request, so... Theoretically, that means we definitely have 4 people now. In total, counting myself and Rand. And another friend request. I'm gonna back out of that menu before accepting it, before it does that again, because that takes forever. I feel bad not accepting that random person's request from in Kirby Clash, but at the same time, like, I don't have endless room. I wish friends lists were bigger. Like, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm gonna try the gimmicky GooTuber. He's gotta tube some goo. This should work better, one would assume. So I don't know if the camera is up too high. I know I am way too close to my monitor for a webcam. Fair enough, Mar. I don't know. Robotic, you still there? You still around? You still exist within the digital realm. But yeah, my best suggestion there, AI, is to just, wait to put your Steam money into your Steam until you know what you're gonna buy. Then put it in, buy the thing. Bam. Nah. See, for that, she'd have to actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! And she doesn't, so... So in that case, by anime logic, she'd have to play my deck, And I have many decks, one of which is technically still imaginary because it's the Senka deck. So she just have to play that one and she can't lose. Because then she could treat it like the anime and just, well, these cards do this because screw you. That's why. Need to sort my chords a little better. So they're not in my way. Fair enough, Kitsune. I mean, you can't control it being Clam Blitz, Mara. There's no need to be sorry. I'm the one that agreed to doing this before knowing what was the thing. And then decided, I'm gonna play snipers! Darn it! Yeah. Nick. This is such a gimmicky setup. Like, how does this even work? And why do more people not do this just for the lulz? Ow. I mean, I imagine an actual good GooTuber. Ow. Oh, they're about to super jump to our basket. Yep. But oh no, that's so hard to do in Clam. And that makes it fair and balanced. We've just basically lost, and there was no counterplay. Ow. I'm getting salty. I shouldn't be getting salty. I apologize. I just hate Clam Blitz a lot. I'm also just very bad at GooTuber. I'm not good at sniping in general. Oh hey, we might actually get the lead. Wow, we got the lead. I'm impressed. I'll stop being salty now. Clam is very broken. I will always hold that opinion. Clam is very broken. Hey, I got someone! Oh, they're super jumping to somewhere. I think. Yep. Right to our basket. I hate that. And yeah, overtime does not work in Clam at all. It just gives up after a while, which I can't get too angry about, because that was one of my early complaints about Clam Blitz, was that overtime would last forever. I feel like I should use a non-practice weapon that's still practice. Let's go swim with my shoes on. Yeah, it's pretty hard to notice. Like, the problem is, like, when throwing a clam to a teammate, it's really hard to notice because you don't pick up the clam right away. If you picked it up right away, that would be nice, because then you could actually pass clams. I think overtime should basically last 30 seconds, but 30 real seconds, and not Nintendo's in-game fast seconds. And be extended by, let's say, 5 seconds for every large ball created afterwards, up to an additional 30 seconds. I think that would be fair. It didn't feel like 30 real seconds. I remember, like, early Clam, it was like, basically, it would just last until a team scored points. But those were usually in matches where both teams were still at 100 the whole time. So, one team needed to score a point. That probably still happens if no one scores. Let's see if we can find another team. Oh, it looks like we might actually find another team. Yeah, that's not the same group we just fought, so there's that. I need to sit up more. I mean, I'm overly against long overtimes with Clam Blitz, but that's only because I don't like Clam Blitz. Ow. Well, I took 2 of them down, but not the one I was after. Yeah, that point gal's still up there. Okay, I get the 96 is a fair bit of RNG. Like, I get that. Don't get me wrong. But why quick respawn? Why that much quick respawn? That is the question of the hour. Like, E. Ow. Hello, Fiona. Swell. Clam Blitz is a totally fair and balanced game mode. I mean, I get we're at the communication disadvantage, but still. This is what you asked for, Rand. It's definitely the least balanced game mode between all three of them. Well, all four of them. Blech. That's all three. At least that's my opinion. It's definitely the least balanced. Purely because of the ability to super jump with the ball. Or any clams, for that matter. Like, once again, I get we're at the communication disadvantage. But that shouldn't matter this much. Like, the good example that can be given is, like, other game modes, we still stand a fair chance of winning. Even without communication. Yeah, I really like Skipper. Even as a map itself, I like it, even though it is ostensibly unbalanced. One team has an advantage because Inklings are right-handed. The more right-hand corners you get, the better. Ow. Yep, here come points. Like, how is this fair in any way? Like, there is nothing we could do about that. Once the super jump is started, there's no point, and there's nothing you can do unless you turtle back and don't push the opponent. And at that point, you're not even playing the game anymore. Like, this is my problem with Clam Blitz. You either basically don't play the game, or, you know... I mean, fair enough, Fiona. If people like the game mode, it's fine. I hate this game mode. I am not leaving our goal. I'm just not. I mean, it's not gonna matter, but... Because, yeah, they're already behind me. I mean, Splat Zones is Turf War, but on a smaller scale. It's why I will always stand by it is the best newbie, like, ranked mode. Because you already know how to play Turf. Like, to play the game is to know how to play Turf. I know I said I wasn't gonna leave, but... And it's too late. I need to not be salty, but... And I wouldn't be if Nintendo just made common sense balance changes to Clam Blitz. See, I don't like that map for the same reason I don't like Clam Blitz for the most part. Is like, whichever team gets the initial advantage just generally wins on that map, because once you've turfed that center, you almost can't lose. You'd have to try really hard to lose at that point. I left our point. Yep, Adventure Time is returning for shorts next year, at some point. And I think it should be thrown in the garbage. It's just ostensibly broken. Like, the best example I can give is it's like being able to super jump with the Rainmaker. Like, sure, it's unrealistic you'll get a teammate to the opponent's pillar, but if you do, that's an instant win. They won because they were doing that. Like, if they couldn't super jump with the ball, they would have had to have actually fought their way across the map with the ball. The Rainmaker has more reason to be able to super jump with it, because it's a massive hindrance. It kinda is, though. Especially where their entire team, well, 3 members of their team could jump with the large ball. And then ta-da, right there's 60 points that you can't stop. There's no counterplay. I mean, I'll go one or two more Clam, but then I'm just done with Clam. And it is honestly a fair comparison, because the goal is literally the same. And you're telling me we scored more than 60 points in that last match, and that their first jump wasn't an instant win? Like, that's what it was. They won with that first jump. They didn't really even need to play past that point. All they had to do was defend. And they would have won. And they could have easily defended. They were proving that remarkably well by the fact we couldn't score points. Because there's two paths and one of me. And the blaster is not exactly great at instantly killing. That same argument could be used for my Rainmaker example. It's only an instant win if you let one of them get to your pillar. Don't let them get there. There is a lot wrong with the game mode, Rand. Like, I get you like it, that's fine, but there are problems with the game mode. There's problems with all of Splatoon's game modes. Tower control, the big problem is things like Stingray and Booyah Bomb negate overtime. They remove the overtime because you can't really be on the tower with them there. With Splat Zones, there's immense amounts of problems with that come just from the base gameplay and the unbalanced weapons. But where it disconnected, I'm just gonna move straight to turf. I mean, there's nothing to argue with you about, Robotic. I don't know, Fiona. Nintendo Online's buggy? I mean, I honestly expected at some point throughout the Splatoon 2's life cycle for Clam Blitz to be balanced out. Given it's the brand new game mode, it had the most eyes on it. It also was the most polarizing part of Splatoon 2. I did honestly expect Nintendo to do something to balance it out. Have you not seen the chat anytime Clam Blitz comes up? I mean, there are quite a few people that even just watch me that don't like Clam Blitz. I'm probably just one of the more vocal people about it. A lot of the people just aren't vocal about it because it's been so long with no change. there's no real point to me even complaining anymore, because it's never gonna get fixed. Nintendo's done with updates. They're not gonna be fixing it. Oh, jeez. I'm S+0 in Clam Blitz. That almost makes me, Ran, want to go to just random other Splatoon streams and just ask in the chat who here doesn't like Clam Blitz. Like, given a fair few of the people that have come here and said that also watch other Splatoon tubers, I'm willing to bet that number is actually decently high. It's just the tubers themselves don't tend to mention it. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. I'm just vocal about my dislike of Clam Blitz. And it's making other people go, yeah, I don't like it too. Hello, Aiden. Hello, Red. Jeez, I get salty and everyone shows up. Maybe Putz is onto something. I mean, there probably will be new stars. Either that or it'll have both of the groups together, because they didn't really do anything with them. So... we all know the chaos is going to be the Great Zapfish gets stolen again. We all know it's going to happen. Order could have been so cool. And then you chaos nerds just had to ruin it. I mean, imagine this, you chaos nerds. Imagine Splatoon 3. What you were all worried about actually happens. All of Inkopolis has been mind-controlled. Single player is now you rescuing the entirety of Inkopolis from the mind control from, I don't know, it wouldn't be Octavio. He wouldn't know how to mind control an entire civilization. He could barely keep control of one squid sister. But instead of rescuing Zapfish for the, 80th time, you're actually rescuing things that matter. Yeah, that's what everyone was going on and on about. The hive mind goggles. tiny mink. I wouldn't call that weird. It's called turning your Inkling into an OC. It's a perfectly normal thing. Ow. See, I honestly think that the Team Chaos story is going to be just bland retelling of the story we've already had twice. I mean, call me pessimistic, but, you know. Because if you think about it, the story we've had has been fairly chaos-related twice already. That would be cool, and if they do that, you should sue Robotic. I mean, you say it would be bland, but I honestly don't think it would have been. Because it would have been, at the very least, different from what we've already had. Like, yeah, right there, Tardar could easily be the villain of the next game, had Order won. Chaos, not so much. He doesn't do anything chaotic. His big Chaos statue's been destroyed. Like... He's extensively been destroyed, too. There's an E-Leader around. I don't know the range for E-Leader stuff. I think that's the first time I actually managed to pull off a shot like that. Darn it! I mean, CQ just does his job. You know, he's, told to do something, he'll just do it. He's a very good boy. And everyone's like, no, CQ is a murder. No, CQ is literally just doing his job. That is all CQ is doing. And you're all hurting his feelings by even suggesting otherwise. I mean, theoretically, CQ was also put through this testing. Everyone on that train was put through the testing. So, I mean... CQ knows what it's like. Well, so that sucks, Aiden. I got backup now, Mar! Oh jeez, my backup left me. I mean, Marina's biggest thing was she didn't want to see Off the Hook break up. Like, that was her biggest pick. So... yeah, peer-to-peer probably was not the best way to run things for Nintendo's online service, but... I don't. Marina keeps the little gremlin in check. I have not been banned due to bad connection, but my connection's rather good, so... Right, the camera's up so high, I can't really... like, my arm is raised, but it's not even in the frame yet. Let's see if I can... Swivel it down a little bit. That's a little better. Yeah, now if I raise my arm, it's actually visible. Yeah, Pearl's just a little gremlin that's being kept in check by Marina. Splatted Steve! Don't worry, that just means you have a heart, Aiden. I'd actually love to have statistics on, like, how many people started trying to do a genocide run in Undertale, but then stopped because of Papyrus. Ow. Like, I imagine a fair few people could probably bring themselves to get past Toriel. A lot of people probably did on their, like, very first run anyway, before they really understood, you know, how to pacifist. So, like, I imagine Toriel wouldn't exactly be the biggest stop in the world. Ow. Like, I imagine there's a lot of people that are, you know, that stop at Sans because they just get frustrated and don't really want to spend the 6+ hours to learn Sans' patterns so they can finally beat him. Ow. Hello, Nautilus. See, you are a monster now instead of a man. I'm doing rather well, if you excuse the salt that happened earlier in the stream. It was Clam Blitz related salt, aka normal salt for me. Yep, I could tell. I mean, your name is Kitsune, and you're Kitsune. You match. You're one of the few people that match. You mar Rand at times, so he'll change his name around. A lot of people have different names, and it gets confusing. I'd say it's about, like, 35 to 40% that actually use the same name or similar names everywhere. And then the rest of the people use completely different names. But yeah, I'm doing rather well, because my new desktop arrived. And I'm doing Splatoon! I was gonna do a PC game, but you're not a loser. I don't think you can use kanji in Splatoon. Yeah, you can't, because I was gonna do gaijins for the clan name, and I was going to do in kanji, but there are no kanji. It's only hiragana and katakana. I mean, like, even Tran there is the bomb, I believe. Ow. Yep, I knew that was you, Nautilus man. I mean, you're the only one with the name Nautilus. As long as you don't change Nautilus, I'll probably always know who you are. Alright, have a good night. Ow. Hello, roller. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for Psychonauts 2 as well. So, Psychonauts 2 too. They make the base game, and then they make a sequel that they just call Psychonauts 2 2. I wouldn't put it past Double Fine, to be honest. Like, that sounds like a perfectly Double Fine thing to do. I'm so dead. So dead. Why did I lock myself into the... I should be using the fire fan. I just should be. It has a better special. Two and a half. You know they would do 2 3/4. Or 2 2/3. You know, a weird, kind of weird fraction, but still a normal-esque one. If that makes any sense. Ow. This whole sniping practice thing isn't exactly working out that well. I'm not doing all that great at sniping. I think I was doing better when I was still slightly salty. Let's see. I need Explosher practice, so that'll work. And this. All the Ink Saver and Recovery. I mean, these are decent Explosher maps, so... I'm actually almost out of coffee. Wow. It's only been about an hour. Ranked. Ranked is how I leveled up a lot. You get a lot of experience for ranked, so... This is such a heavy bucket. Ow. Keep getting assists. Ow. Ow. I still really wish that, like, if you arc shots like that, and they actually hit, if it would be one-hit kills. Like, if basically the Explosher rounds got more damage the higher up they went. Though I know that would utterly break on Moray Towers. Though even then, Moray Towers is kind of so long, it would be hard to get the kill. It wouldn't be the first time Nintendo's done something that changes depending on what map it's on. Ink Strike in the first game actually changed the amount of turf it turfed depending on the map. Like, it's scaled to the map size. It's like they could just scale the height thing depending on the map, and that would probably fix the problem right there. That would be rather neat. It would potentially be very broken, especially because the upward flick throws are not that hard to do. They are really short range, though. Like, it would make the Explosher a less efficient blaster if it could one-hit kill with those. Gotta stop biting my lips. I say do that, and then I do it again. I am terrible at this. This camera angle is also not doing me justice very well. I say that. I am overweight, and it is making me look overweight, so depending on how you look at it... Yeah, there was no way I was getting away from that. All the explosions! Ow. It also probably helps my leveling that one of my most played weapons turfs a lot. And if I remember right, you do get experience per turf point. Like, my main can easily turf 1,000 points a match. So... I'm so dead. I overextended! When don't I overextend, though? Yeah, I'm dead. I am not great with the Explosher. My main is the Undercover Umbrella. Standard kit. I'll dig it out for a match because I need something good. Nah, this one will work. Coffee gone. I wonder if my water bottle will be visible if I set it here. Yeah, it kinda is. There we go. Now there won't just be a red cover on the screen. Probably only use it for a match or two. Because I feel bad using it in Turf War. Main whatever you want to main. Like, the best thing I say is main whatever you feel you'd be best with. If you play better with Dynamo, main that. Play better with Sniper, main that. Ow. Missed my shots ever so slightly. And that teammate was a coward! Can't win with cowardice! Come into my yard with an undercover? Yeah, I stopped when it failed to find a match. I was only gonna do one more and then stop anyway. And then it failed to find a match, so I stopped doing Clam. And I've been having a much better time since. Surely you guys can all see why I tend to feel mean playing this thing. Ow. Actually exploded at the end. Putting this thing away now, though. Putting this thing away now. I don't even know what that does, AI, so I couldn't tell you. If you explain to me what it does, I might be able to give you an idea. I almost selected nope. That would have been a mistake. I mean, I know nothing of Destiny 2, but I could still try to explain maybe why they'd be using it. I mean, as far as I've gathered from your talking, possibly there's just a build someone has discovered that makes it broken. That's always possible. kind of like looking through Diablo 2 builds. You take arc damage, you're gonna deal some more damage. There's a way of dealing arc damage to yourself somehow. If so, that might be legitimately what's happened. Ow. Is someone found a way to deal arc damage to themselves for the damage bonus. Ow. But like, Diablo 2 builds. You look at the Barbarian, you'd expect Barbarian. He's gonna be probably dual-wielding legendary weapons. No, Barbarians use a very, very particular legendary bow. And they don't even really use it for the bow. They just use it because it works the best with their skills. This team is such short range. Oh, jeez. Ow. Yeah, right there then. I hit it right on the head knowing nothing of the game. I just know how games work. Ow. Ow. I'm honestly a bit surprised this team won. We had no range. How did we win? You know, this is something I need to practice with. Let's get a Tenta out here. I mean, I wouldn't say that, Kitsune. For a while, we were both snipers, which is just a recipe for disaster. Two snipers on a team tends to just lose. It just usually seems to end up anytime we're not on the same team, I'm using something that I'm actually kind of okay with. And I feel like that's kind of the problem, is I am an X-rank player. Ow. Like, I'm by no means, like, a great competitive player, but... I'm not even a competitive player. But I am X-rank in everything, except Clam Blitz, because I refuse. I mean, if it's comfy, then wear it. There, AI? Ow. I don't know the symptoms of it, or else I'd ask you what, you know, symptoms you're experiencing. Ow. You probably don't, though. Ow. Yaha! Extra turf. I think those stop turfing the moment it ends. Hello, OctoJ. It has been a little while. So look at the chat is way down there. Camera's up there. I feel like I should be looking up at the camera more while talking. Probably be a good idea. Alright, Mar. Yeah, AI knows true pain. The game kept pairing us against each other while I was using my undercover for a while. I felt horrible. Fair enough, Octo. If it was large enough, I hope you at least got top 4. Well, it'd probably definitely be enough for top 4. But, you know what I mean. Hope you got the equivalent of that. Ow. I really need to revive Dynamo Time. Problem is, I never know exactly when I'm gonna end the streams off. Because, like, when I did my original Splatoon streams, I always knew when the stream was starting and ending. I had a dedicated schedule. But with this game, I don't, so... I never exactly know Ow. I actually think it was one of the times where I didn't even really want to use the undercover, but people wanted to see me using it as well. I'm so dead. Yep. Not intentionally, though. I've never really intended to do that. Ow. Oh no, I think we had a disconnect. I know doing PC games, it'll be kind of nicer. Well, I say that, the chat will be over there instead of there, but at least I'll be staring towards the camera more. So you guys don't just get the angle shot. Yeah, it really all depends on how my voice decides to hold up. Alright, Mar. Have a good night. Like, last night, I was going to honestly keep streaming for another hour, 2 hours, but my voice was dying, and I could feel it. Like, even tonight, I can feel my throat starting to get a bit sore. So, cough drop time. So I actually found them again. I just hope these are actually the right cough drops, and not the ones that taste absolutely horrible. I mean, they both taste like mint, but the other ones taste worse. And they're both store brand. I just forget which store brand is the worst one. Huh. Hate mint so much. It is not a good flavor. It's not a good flavor at all. It's better than grape flavored medicine, though. That is one thing I have to give to mint, is it is better than grape when it comes to medicine. Grapes in general are superior to mint, though. I mean, my start time for the streams does tend to be fairly consistent, though. At least now. Being around 11 PM Atlantic time. Ow. Did they ask the YIF question? For those who don't know what I just said, you know, protect your innocence. I say that as someone who fully intended to play Day Shift at Freddy's. Which has a joke about yiffing Foxy. So in other words, yes, they they asked the YIF question. Ow. I mean, maybe they asked because they enjoy not safe for work furry content. Who knows? Oh jeez, I'm so dead. Ow. Ow. I'm good at turfing with this thing, but that's about it. Maybe I should take a break from practicing with stuff and just start using more silly weapons. Like I want to use an H3. I'm gonna use an H3. Where are the nozzle noses? Give me this one. I think run speed's probably about the best I'm gonna get. I need me some kill sounds. Ugh, hate these cough drops. Oh hey, Japan o'clock has come to us tonight. That is like kill sounds. I'm garbage with this thing. So in a way I am still practicing. So it's fine. That was the worst. Case in point. Yeah, it's slightly breaking my PG rule, but I will fully admit I quite enjoy not safe for work content myself. So I mean, no, so close. I hate that you need the 3-hit combo to get the kill sound. Makes this thing so hard to use, yet so rewarding. That kill sound is like crack. I mean, people that are too young to, you know, be interested in it, which I imagine is a good half of my audience. so bad with this thing. Okay, yeah, I should stick with the nozzle nose for a while. I clearly need the practice. Once again, I'm good at turfing, but that's about it. If they're not annoying, are they even friends? Like, that's what friends are for, is to be annoying. There, retros. Yeah, it appears Kitsune left. I didn't even notice. Well, I kinda did. I noticed I wasn't getting whapped in the face with a dynamo. Welcome back, Robotic. Come back in on me trying to satiate one of my addictions. Oh yeah, there we go. Kill sound! Another kill sound! This is a trap. No, it isn't! Kill sound! Yes! More! More! Darn it! You're supposed to take 3 shots to kill! Oh yeah, another kill sound. No. That is a big comment, Retros. I will have to read it later, for I do not have the time to at the moment. Kill sound! Kill sound! I think most of them have been against Tran, but it's fine! Ow. I mean, I do have to read it, 'cause it's a comment. I need to read comments. If I don't read them, then what am I even doing? Darn it! Died to 2 shots. So that sounds like a pretty normal dispute amongst friends there, Retros. I crave more kill sounds, Robotic. Yes, they are Retros. Though you spelled their name wrong. It's C-I, not C-Y. So nice having the chat actually appear on screen again. Like, I don't even know why it's working. Because, like, it wasn't on the laptop, but now it suddenly is, and I don't understand at all. Oh, I feel bad for that level 4. If that's not one of you guys, I feel bad for that level 4. Even if it is one of you guys, I feel bad for that level 4. I must protect them. I didn't even get a good look at their name. I just saw level 4. It's not Star 4, it's just 4. It's the Chula. I must protect them. They're using sticks, I can tell. Chula, no! Ow. Wait, Chew! My goodness, we need to find her. No one here except maybe Robotic even gets that reference. Ow. Well, I suppose AI might. I think he was around for those streams. I don't think he was. I'd have a little more confidence in them if they were using motion, but they're not. Darn it! No! Tran, you blocked my 3rd shot! I just wasn't sure if you remembered the beauty that is Tulip. I haven't got any of my kill sounds yet. I've been too busy trying to protect the level 4. I get the feeling there's someone behind me. Oh, excuse me. Wouldn't be one of my streams if I didn't burp at some point, though. Darn it! People, stop dying after 2 hits! I need 3! I need 3 consecutive hits! Ow. Good going, Chew. You saved me. You little hard worker. Well, he didn't save me. He avenged me, which is good enough. It's halfway there. And I'm just trash. Yeah, I'm gonna dig out a different weapon. Let's. Oh, it's only like 4 minutes to the rotation. I'll use a bucket. I'll just go Ink Saver because there's not much point going mobility. Buckets are heavy now. But you see, I am, for I play Azure Lane. I also watch the Azure Lane anime. Play a ton of mobile games like a scrub. Though Azure Lane is the only one I've ever stuck with. I need to stop drinking my water. It's making me feel funny with this cough drop in my mouth. Keeping my throat from getting sore. I should try and find a way to get my spare lamp, like, behind, like, my screens over here, just for the extra light. I'm sorry, Chula. It had to happen. Ow. I'm sorry, Chula. It had to happen. You should have popped it, but instead you dropped it. Ow. This is exactly why, whenever I start my series, I'm gonna be creating a new account for playing the single player on, but I am not playing multiplayer on it. I do not want to crush new players like this. I'd feel awful. Especially because I know I'd be contributing to killing parts of the community. I mean, yeah, it seems to be what you should just do there, Retros. If you don't like it, then change it. You have the power. I love my icon. Partially because it was drawn by Robotic, but you know. Winner just died. I guess they're not a winner. Ow. Ugh, excuse me. Just Google that. Red-haired anime girl with cat ears. Just Google that. And you'll find what you're looking for. Ow. Okay, red-haired anime guy with cat ears. You can generally find results for just about anything, if you search simply enough. Just keep digging deeper and deeper until you find one. So close. Like, 3 of my splats were Chula, and I feel kinda bad. He didn't deserve that. Or she. Better chance of it being a she. The boys. Hello, Clam Blitz. Don't you love Clam Blitz? Let me go back to sniping practice. Google changes quite often. So. Vivi! There's a good chance that's a Final Fantasy IX fan right there. I should do a series on Final Fantasy IX for the stream. Vivi is the most precious of beings, and must be protected. Though he can do a pretty good job of protecting himself. Final Fantasy IX also has probably one of my favorite built-in card games. Of, like, any game, really. Like, it's just the most fun. Takes a while to really understand what's going on, and there is a decent amount of RNG that takes place, but... sometimes the game will just decide you lose. It'll generally take about a minute to change. Ow. Maybe she's eating. I don't know. Ow. Give it time. It'll change. Icon changes tend to take a little while. Says the person that hasn't changed his icon in like 2 years. How did a team with 2 snipers actually win? Well, we had Vivi on our side, that's how. I think after this match I will back out and to the menu for a second, because I have to use the washroom. I also don't know why I'm doing sniper practice with, jeez. This map, Skipper Pavilion, in the map, because this is not a good sniper map. Especially on this side. Oh, and I don't have Vivi. Oh no! Did I just get a double kill? Did I just get a double kill? Okay. Oh jeez! I deserve that. Best defense is a lot of bombs! Should have said that at the time, but I'm trying to focus on actually sniping! Oh jeez! I'm in a very bad place. Never mind. Yes, I do still have a beard. It's just not very good. I will probably be shaving it at some point. I don't have income anymore, so I'm being very careful about getting my razors dull. But I do still have a beard. I actually wonder if I could help the lighting by brightening my monitor. Because it's technically acting as my light right now. Yeah, it's a little lighter now. Yeah, give it time. You're still young. I was gonna back out and go use the washroom. I am dumb. I am very dumb. I mean, mine is not a great beard, and I should really just keep it shaved. It comes in all splotchy. The best way to describe it is I have a pirate beard. I suppose a buccaneer beard would probably be a better way of putting it. Like, it comes in splotchy, curly, and red. My hair is naturally red. It just, for whatever reason, isn't on the top of my head. And hasn't been for the longest of times. I ran out of ink. Yeah, it's just muscle memory to hit OK. Sorry, Vivi. I'm sorry, my precious bean. Ow. Tim Hortons is good. Tim Hortons is superior to every other coffee place, at least if you're getting it in Canada. Can't speak for the American Tim Hortonses, because I've never been to one. I don't think I'd ever want to be to one. You guys have strange ideas of what coffee is. Okay. Ugh, excuse me. Now I'm gonna back out and go use the washroom. And just to save myself some effort, I'm not even gonna bother muting. I normally would mute my microphone, but it's just kind of... I'll forget, and I know I will. Plus, it's extra work. Yep, Tim Hortons is in America. It's just near the northern side of the US. But yes, I shall be back in about a minute. I'm back. Whoop. Cord's under the chair leg. Frickin' cord gremlins. Yeah, there are a lot of restaurants. Baskin Robbins we do have up here. There are way too many to count. And the best pizza you will ever have comes from one very specific restaurant in Digby, Nova Scotia. It's called Ricardo's. It's amazing pizza. My mother doesn't agree, but it's beside the point. It's also like one of the most easy to get pizza places because they had in as part of the restaurant just like they would keep about 6 large pizzas just always made in a little like rotation thingy, like heating rotator thing. I forget the exact name of what they're called. And you could just go in, pay $2, get a slice of pizza. Simple as that. So many snipers. No, jeez. so bad at this! See, I've never had In-N-Out, but I would have to disagree. I probably make better hamburgers. I can't make better pizza than what I've had at Ricardo's, but I can get pretty darn close. Ow. The smaller the pizza place, I found the better the pizza is. Like, Ricardo's is not even like a full building. Hello, Jadens. It's one thing we can probably all agree on. Robotic's mother cannot make hamburgers to save her life. Yeah, that's cool, Jadens. If you're tired, sleep. And yeah, Retros, I'd say it's there's a good chance you've just never had properly seasoned beef. Because, while usually properly cooked, you can still taste the beef. It's not a prominent flavor. It will never really be enough of a flavor left to really turn you off of something. A lot of places don't do a great job of seasoning beef. A lot of places don't do a good job of seasoning anything. They either under-season or over-season it. Which is literally a case of, you guys went to freaking school to learn how to do this, and I can probably do it better than you all. Like, yeah. Referencing cooks, not you actual guys in the chat. It is rather good. I put its system specs in the Discord. I don't know if it got particularly buried. I don't know if people have been chatting. It's just a Dell XPS, but it's like the third best option. Well, like, no, it's the second best option, yeah. Like, there's only one stage above it. It's basically a VR-capable desktop. That person's name, I'm not gonna say it, but that person's name, should've popped your ink armor, Junior. The only thing about it, from what I understand, from what my best friend told me, that's not so great is the CPU, but the CPU is still leagues better than the one I had. So... See, fast food burgers aren't properly seasoned. They're generally made to be as... And this is gonna sound like, well, no crap. They're made to be as addicting as possible, so they're full of, like, sugars and salts. Because they want you coming back. You coming back is how they make money. I don't watch trailers, I just look at screenshots. I have heard somebody talking about their first 90 minutes of playing the game, and that's honestly made me a little excited to actually play the games. Given this guy's only complaints were that visually, it's not that impressive. Like, that was his only real complaint. So... It's made me kind of excited for the games themselves. Which kind of fell into what I was already thinking of. Like, they're still going to be decently solid games. It's just, they're kind of sad. They're not going to feel like complete Pokemon games, because no national decks. But... well, you need to get here first, Robotic. Then we can do it. I just want you here first, so if I get stuck, you can do it. Jesus, I need to calm down. Okay. 13 splats. Okay. I swear I'm not a sniper main. Yeah, like, one of the, like, a lot of the things is, like, it's 720p, and it runs at 30 frames per second. Those are the biggest hindrances to it. But, that's not that bad, honestly. I mean, that means for streaming it, it's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna look like the game itself. Unlike a lot of games, because I can only stream at 30 FPS, if it's going through the Elgato. The Elgato cannot handle more than 30 FPS, because it's an old Elgato. That's fine, Retros. I live in the boonies of Canada, so I mean... I live in the equivalent of the South, but in Canada. So... I mean, that's fair, Robotic. that poor soul. That poor Luna Blaster. Rounded the corner in his baller like, yeah! Oh, wait, where'd it go? Forward? Oh, jeez, raids! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez, Rick. Ow. Appears to be only one person, but still. It's a raid. Please leave your raiding tools in the weapon rack. Oh, there's more people. I guess someone was just early. That or my chat isn't updating properly, because there might be so many people. I don't know. Leave your weapons in the weapon rack. It's gold trimmed. Please don't steal the weapon rack, or else there won't be anywhere for you to put your weapons. You need to leave it there, or else it won't exist. So I will get to friend requests right after this match, because I don't think this lobby is going to change up too much, and there is someone here with a grossly inappropriate name. That was charged. Ow. Hello, Spring, and your raiders. I'm not used to getting raided! Yet it happens so often, I don't think I will ever get used to it, though. There we go. I'll back out, get to any friend requests. Hopefully I still have room on my friends list. I cleared 20 spaces, and I don't think I've gotten 20 requests since then. Ah, so close. I did not do as well sniping that time. But I outsniped the guy who switched to sniping. I have not Jaden's. Yeah, let's see if I can... Thank you. Oh, geez, that... Welcome, Sai! Welcome, Logiverse! Welcome... You all have such hard names. Cynic Trick? I guess? And welcome, Spring! Welcome, Luna! I feel bad that I'm ignoring this request, but it came from in-game, so I'm not that concerned with getting to it. And friends lists are limited, and I'm really close to my limit. Straighten out the Switch games. You know, Jaden's, this is gonna sound weird, but you just reminded me that the Azure Lane anime should have a new episode out. I need to watch that after the stream. It is a good anime. Like, it is a lot better than I think anyone expected it to be. Like, I expected it to be, like, just very fan service heavy. But no, it's actually not. As much as that's what a lot of, like, reviews will say, it really isn't. I don't know what they're going on about. Like, yeah, there have been moments of fan service, but it's not been that bad. I've seen bad fan service in anime before. It's, you know, this is nowhere near that. So bad at this. Ow. Yeah, My Hero Academia is overrated. I've not watched any of it, but it seems very overrated. It looks like Japan's take on superheroes. Because that's kind of what it is. Azure Lane should be rated T, I think? T or M. Though Azure Lane only has 3-4 episodes at the moment, so, you know. Alright, Jadens, have a good night. They had exactly a third of the map. They tried. They tried their best. I should look up what Azure Lane is. My screen looks so weird because I turned my brightness up. Can't find a rating for it. But I mean, my guess would be T, because there's been like nothing. Star Ocean EX is also good, just don't expect the ending to be good. The anime got cancelled before they could actually finish the story, which is sad. But the rest of it's pretty good. I need to turn my screen brightness back to normal. This is bothering me. It's not that big of a brightness increase, but it's bothering me. There we go. Gegege no Kitaro is also a rather good anime. If you like yokai and stuff like that, Gegege no Kitaro is just the anime for you. Also, if you like an anime that takes shots at people like Logan Paul, they legitimately did an episode basically in response to him going to the suicide forest. And they were not kind to him, understandably. They never named him, but it's obvious what they were doing. Like, literally, the episode starts with their foreign tourist character just in the middle of traffic, just being a general nuisance to society. Much like, Monsieur Logan Paul was. You'll also probably really like Fairy Tail if you haven't already watched it. Ow. If you want a good slice of life anime, Lucky Star is also really good. Trying to remember all the animes I watched when I was younger. Excuse me. I'm still sad that Star Ocean EX never got a proper end. Because it basically tells the story of Star Ocean 2 in an anime. Which Star Ocean 2 being one of my favorite games. You know, it's great having an anime of that. But they get to about the end of what the original PlayStation games would have been Disc 1. And then they rush an ending because they were getting... They weren't getting a second season. And they were on episode, you know, one of the final episodes of their season. And it's like, oh, we can't do all of Season 2, well, Disc 2 in like one episode, so what are we gonna do? Oh, jeez, 3 snipers. I'm a banana! How many of you know what that's from? Oh geez, where did that come from? There's a roller in our back lines! Somewhere. Ow. I mean, a fair few of you in theory should know where what I referenced is actually from. Given I actually sent it on the Discord a while back. My splash wall got poofed. Ow. That roller knows I can't hit them. I have no idea what you guys are going on about. It appears the raiders came and left, though. Which is a little sad. But oh well. I'll keep sniping. Not gonna lie, I read Mr. Hugo there as Mr. Hugs. You know, mortal enemy of Toy Freddy. I think it's Toy Freddy. Or is it Rockstar? I forget which Freddy it is! It's the mortal enemy of one of them. It's not his fault he jump scares you. He has those fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons. Right, yeah. Toy Freddy's the one that stands in your office and wants coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. You are attempting to trick Freddy. I swear I'm not a sniper main, guys. Ow. No. My teammate did a very bad job there. I mean, that's up for Robotic to decide. I mean, you've already said it a fair few times. She has the power to, time out anyone she wishes. I mean, given the fact you haven't been timed out yet, I'm assuming she's pretty okay with it. I say that as she times you out. I wouldn't actually be able to tell, because I can't see when people are timed out. I was tempted to pull the same, like, jerk move a lot of teachers will pull. Can I do this? I don't know, can you? Oh, it appears everything froze. What? Everything unfroze. Why did everything freeze? I just looked over and saw my camera was frozen. Yeah, but Robotic, you know basically what I would, censor. So, I say censor. Remove. Things that aren't PG. Going to turn the webcam off for a second. Because I'm going to spit out this cough drop. And ain't nobody need to see that. There we go. I just noticed that other sniper left. The guy who started as an ink brush. And then moved to sniping to assumably outsnipe me. I'm guessing I made them salty. I seem to have that power. So this might actually be my final match for tonight. My throat is a little sore. I might go a little longer. It'll depend on how my throat feels at the end of this match, honestly. Ow. Ow. Always ask questions. That is how you learn. Ow. I don't have a credit card. I wouldn't be able to pay for it even if I did have one, so it's probably a good thing I don't have one. Oh, excuse me. Ow. Ow. Ugh. Yeah, I should probably end the stream off. My throat is really sore and starting to get congested. Which is always a beautiful combination. It's clear I'm not over being sick yet. Even though I got sick like weeks ago at this point. Because that's just how my body works. So yeah, I will, for anyone that is new here, like to inform you all that there is a Discord. It is linked in the description of YouTube, in the info on Twitch. I don't know how to get to the info on Twitch on mobile. I've yet to figure that out. I probably should at some point. I will be back streaming tomorrow at around 11 p.m. Atlantic time. I really don't know what I'll stream, because I have so many options now. Welcome, Red. I'm about to end. Well, I suppose welcome back. I'm ending the stream off here. Yeah, I will be back streaming tomorrow at around 11 p.m. Atlantic time. 10 p.m. Eastern time. 9 p.m. an hour before Eastern. I don't know time zones. Yeah, see you all tomorrow.